Remember the days when a McDonald's Big Mac was a symbol of affordable indulgence? Those days seem like a distant memory now. Since 2019, the fast food giant, along with the entire industry, has implemented dramatic price increases, leaving many customers bewildered and strapped. This isn't just about missing out on a cheap burger, it's a symptom of a much larger economic shift impacting everyone. The iconic Big Mac, once a benchmark for affordability, has seen its price skyrocket. The cost of a meal deal, once a reliable budget-friendly option, is now pushing the limits for many. This essay explores the ripple effects of these price hikes, examining the impact on various societal groups and the broader economic forces at play. From supply chain disruptions to inflation, the reasons behind these price increases are complex and interconnected. By understanding these factors, we can better grasp the challenges facing both consumers and the fast food industry itself. Buckle up, because we're about to delve into the economics of the drive-thru, and it's not a pretty picture. For low-income families already struggling to make ends meet, the rising cost of fast food is a substantial blow. Fast food, once a convenient and affordable option for families on the go, is now a luxury many can no longer afford. This has serious implications for their diets, budgets, and overall well-being.
Limited budgets leave little room for discretionary spending. When the cost of a basic fast food meal becomes a significant expense, it forces difficult choices. Parents may have to sacrifice their own meals to feed their children, or families may resort to less healthy, cheaper alternatives. The ripple effects extend beyond immediate hunger. Nutritional value is often compromised when families opt for cheaper, less healthy options. This can lead to long-term health consequences, perpetuating a cycle of poverty and health disparities. For low-income families, the rising cost of fast food is not just an inconvenience, it's a threat to their well-being.
The middle class, often considered the backbone of the economy, is also feeling the pinch of fast food inflation. What was once an occasional treat or a quick lunch option is now carefully considered. The shrinking value of the dollar means less disposable income, forcing families to make tough choices.
For many middle-class families, fast food was a convenient way to manage busy schedules. However, as prices climb, these families are forced to rethink their dining habits. Packing lunches, cooking at home more often, and reducing eating out become necessary measures to stretch their budgets. This shift in spending habits reflects a broader trend of economic anxiety among the middle class. The rising cost of living, coupled with stagnant wages, means that even those considered financially secure are feeling the pressure. Fast food might seem like a small piece of the puzzle, but its rising cost is a symptom of a larger economic squeeze impacting the middle class.
While the wealthy might not be as immediately impacted by fast food price increases, their changing consumption patterns are worth noting. Even those with higher incomes are becoming more price-conscious, seeking out deals and alternatives to their usual fast food fixes. The appeal of luxury and exclusivity wanes when the value proposition diminishes. Even the wealthy are not immune to the principles of economics. When the price of a premium fast food burger becomes comparable to a higher quality meal elsewhere, choices are inevitable. This shift reflects a broader trend of mindful consumption. Consumers, regardless of income, are becoming more aware of the value they receive for their money. The fast food industry, once reliant on convenience and affordability, must now contend with a more discerning consumer base, even among the affluent. Beyond the burger unpacking the global supply chain chaos. The recent price hikes in the fast food industry aren't solely due to corporate greed.
Global supply chains, the intricate networks responsible for getting ingredients from farm to table, have been thrown into disarray.
These disruptions send shockwaves through the entire system, ultimately impacting the price consumers pay.
The COVID-19 pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in these intricate networks.
Lockdowns, labor shortages, and transportation bottlenecks created a perfect storm, disrupting the flow of goods and driving up costs.
The war in Ukraine further exacerbated these issues, impacting the production and distribution of key ingredients like wheat and oil.
These geopolitical events highlight the interconnectedness of our globalized world, where disruptions in one region can have far-reaching consequences. The inflation bite, how rising costs are impacting everyone. Inflation, the economic phenomenon of rising prices, is a key driver of the fast food price surge. It's like a silent tax that erodes the purchasing power of our hard-earned money. As inflation rises, the cost of everything from ingredients to labor increases, forcing businesses to pass those costs on to consumers. The fast food industry, reliant on low-cost ingredients and labor, is particularly vulnerable to inflationary pressures. When the cost of beef, chicken, or cooking oil rises, those increases are directly reflected in menu prices. This creates a vicious cycle where rising prices lead to demands for higher wages, further fueling inflation. The fast food industry is both a driver and a victim of this complex economic phenomenon, caught in a web of rising costs that impact everyone, from consumers to businesses. Employee insights, a view from behind the counter. The fast food industry heavily relies on its workforce, often operating on thin profit margins.
As prices increase, the pressure on employees intensifies.
They face the brunt of customer frustration over rising costs, while grappling with their own struggles to make ends meet.
Many fast food employees earn minimum wage or slightly above, making it increasingly difficult to afford basic necessities.
The rising cost of living, coupled with stagnant wages, creates a sense of financial insecurity and stress.
They witness firsthand the impact of price increases on customers, particularly those from lower-income backgrounds.
This can lead to feelings of empathy and frustration as they find themselves caught between the demands of their jobs and the struggles of their communities.
The human cost of fast food inflation is evident in the experiences of those working behind the counter.
Franchise owners, the entrepreneurs who invest in and operate individual fast food restaurants, face a delicate balancing act. They must navigate the demands of corporate pricing strategies while remaining competitive in their local markets.
The recent price hikes have placed us in a precarious position, caught between profitability and customer loyalty. On the one hand, franchise agreements often dictate pricing structures, limiting our ability to adjust prices independently.
On the other hand, they are acutely aware of local market conditions and the potential impact of price increases on customer traffic. This dilemma highlights the complexities of the franchise model. While it offers opportunities for entrepreneurship, it also comes with constraints.
Franchise owners are often left to grapple with the consequences of corporate decisions, particularly when it comes to pricing, which can impact their bottom line and their relationships with their communities.
For many, fast food holds a nostalgic appeal, conjuring memories of childhood treats and affordable indulgences.
However, the recent price hikes have left many loyal customers questioning their relationship with these once-beloved brands. The emotional connection to fast food is being challenged by the realities of economic pressures.
The value proposition that once drew customers in, the promise of convenience and affordability, is fading. The emotional bond, once built on shared experiences and accessible treats, is being tested by the harsh realities of shrinking budgets.
This shift in consumer sentiment highlights the importance of brand loyalty and the delicate balance between price and perceived value. Fast food companies must recognize that their customers are not just consumers, but individuals with emotional connections to their brands. Ignoring these emotional ties can have lasting consequences.
In the face of rising fast food prices, consumers need to adapt and find ways to manage their budgets effectively.
Here are some practical tips to help navigate the price surge without sacrificing your favorite meals entirely. Embrace the value menu. Most fast food chains still offer value menus or discounted items.
These options, while perhaps not as glamorous, can provide a more budget-friendly way to enjoy familiar flavors. Become a coupon king or queen. Coupons, discounts, and loyalty programs can offer significant savings.
Take advantage of these offers to stretch your budget further. Cook more at home. While not always as convenient, cooking at home allows for greater control over ingredients and portion sizes.
It's often a healthier and more affordable option in the long run. Remember, every penny saved adds up. By being mindful of your spending habits and making strategic choices, you can weather the storm of fast food inflation without completely abandoning your favorite treats. The future of fast food hangs in the balance. The industry faces an existential question. Can it maintain its appeal in an era of rising costs and changing consumer preferences? The answer, as with most complex issues, is nuanced and multifaceted. Innovation and adaptation will be key to survival. Fast food chains must find ways to streamline operations, embrace technology, and explore alternative ingredients without compromising quality or affordability. Consumers too will play a role in shaping the industry's future. By demanding transparency, supporting sustainable practices, and making conscious choices, consumers can influence the direction of fast food. The future of fast food is not predetermined. It's a collaborative effort between businesses and consumers to define what fast food means in an ever-changing world.